blind me like flashlight. You sexy like all night, all night. Boy, you're so wavy, wavy. And I'm standing here like take me home. Boy, you're so wavy, wavy. And I'm standing here like take me home. Take me home, 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 home. Boy, you're so wavy, wavy. And I'm standing here like take me home. Boy, you're so wavy, wavy. And I'm standing here like take me home. Take me home.
The director of Camp Comedy Sports. You're about to watch some wonderful improvisers in Trash Puppets. And guess what? You can be just like them at Camp Comedy Sports. You'll learn how to do improv comedy, meet new friends, and play the games that you're about to watch. And if your parents are watching, you'll also learn important life lessons like teamwork, risk-taking, and confidence building. Camp Comedy Sports runs online July 12th to 16th. Sign up early and save your parents some money. Go to our website, campcsz.com, to learn more and sign up today. Enjoy the show.
Hey everyone! Thanks for joining us. I'm Joe, and this is Trash Puppets. If you've seen our show before, welcome back. We're really happy to have you. But if this is your first time joining us, welcome all the same. We're really excited to have you here too. Just to give you a little rundown, just because you might not know what this is. Back when this whole quarantine thing started, a bunch of us puppet friends, we would get together a lot just to keep each other entertained and artistically stimulated. But we started challenging each other more and more over the time. That's what artists do, I guess. So we started sending each other little things to do, little challenges. Then we started sending each other's trash, and we made puppets out of them. That's kind of how it's been ever since. But it evolved into what the show you're watching right now is going to be. We started to get more into it, more complex, putting more on each other to challenge each other as time went on. And this show involves a couple rules that keeps us all in place to make sure it's an even playing field. Here's a couple of rules that we all have to live by when we're making our trash puppets. When we send each other the boxes, each box must contain 2 to 5 items. When we're making the puppets, any outside fastener is allowed. Glue, tape, string, but it can't be used to enhance the puppet aesthetically. And then finally, any outside marking implement is allowed, like a marker, crayons, paint, anything really. And those are the rules that we have to stick by whenever we get our trash from our friends. And then we make that into art, a functioning puppet. And then we put those puppets through a gauntlet of improv games that you're going to see in this show. So without any further ado, let's welcome all of our cast. Really, guys, come on here, say hi to everybody.
Hey, Joe.
Oh!
Hey, everyone. Good to see you again.
Hello.
Let's see. We have Dave Jadico, Kelsey A. Bear. We have Emily and Alexis. Hey, everyone.
Hi!
And
It's
we
good
have
to
a
be
new
back.
addition to this run. Right here, we have Rob Cutler. Rob, hi.
Hi, Joe. How you doing?
Good. We've had the pleasure of performing with you before, but you've taken a little bit of a hiatus to do something really cool and interesting. What have you been doing the past couple of years?
Well, I was working on a graduate degree in a very specific field. In fact, puppetry. I was at the University of Connecticut, which is one of 2 degree granting institutions in the U.S. that teach puppetry in that division, and I received my MFA this past May.
Wow, congratulations.
Congrats.
Thanks so much.
So not only did you learn how to use a puppet, you learned a lot of different skills to teach you how to make puppets and things like that?
I learned a little bit of history, a little bit of theory, and a whole lot of practical. So I can no longer feel my fingers from the amount of times I've burned them on hot glue guns.
Wow, that's really cool. Well, I think you're going to start our competition off actually because you sent a box of trash to Alexis. Is that correct?
I did, all the way from Connecticut.
All the way from Connecticut, right? Alexis, you got that box from Rob successfully?
I got the box from Rob successfully, so they also taught him how to mail a box. Good job.
Yes, that was day one.
All take that class. All right, so I guess without any further ado, let's see Alexis's unboxing video of all of Rob's trash.
Hi everybody, let's find out what Rob sent me. This is the box that I got from Rob. You'll see that it says doodads and props. Maybe a hint of what's inside. I don't actually need a knife or scissors maybe with this box. Alright, I see some fun stuff already. Some Minnie Mouse ladybug ears. I seem to get a lot of items from people that go on your head. An empty cat food jar. Seafood medley flavor. I also tend to get cat food from people. You'll remember I got that from Emily once. Oh, a little... maybe like a little hula skirt thing. Nice. Some beads, looks like potentially Mardi Gras beads. I feel like there's like a party theme going on here. And some foam. And this foam also seems to, I would describe this as puppet hair, puppet fur. On the foam. Alright, I have a ton of good stuff to work with, so I'm looking forward to making this puppet.
Yeah, that's a great stuff.
Hairy foam.
Very fun.
Rob, I need you to put something to the rest, though. I think Alexis called it a hula skirt, but in the video it was party fringe. What would you classify that as?
It's both. I threw a surprise party for a friend that was Hawaiian themed. Those were like the table things that you put on the edge, but he wound up wearing it as a hula skirt at a point that night. So it's both.
Man, college education, that's what it gets you.
You
Alexa,
spend a lot of time at Party City, huh, Rob?
I do quite a bit of time.
Alexis,
Is that your cat? You have a cat?
My roommate has a cat, but you caught me. The hula party was for the cat.
Yeah, I thought so.
Quarantine's been a long time.
all right, Alexis, what'd you think of the box of stuff?
I immediately had a theme that came to mind, which you'll see when I reveal the puppet. Watching that video, I'm like, I always really want my unboxing videos to be funny. And then when I'm recording them, opening the box itself is so stressful. There's like no comedy that happens.
I always feel like you get a color scheme. I know I've done this to you a couple times, Alexis, but you always have like this interesting color scheme that happens.
Yes, and there was a very distinct color theme that came out of this.
All right, well, I'm pretty excited after seeing all these and talking about themes and the origins of everything. Without any further hesitation, Alexis, let's see your big puppet reveal. Right.
Oh,
Oh,
So good.
Oh,
wow.
Oh my!
Oh, look at the arms.
I love it.
So good.
that's
Oh, this is a marionette. This is a marionette.
is it?
whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah, there's no arm underneath. The arm, the tentacles are floating.
Yes, Alexis.
That's
Our first
great.
marionette.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
What?
no.
This is a puppet. You're seeing a little bit of the underside there, but
That's what we want to see too.
so this is the foam that Rob sent me, the blue, which I glued together and I made into this dome.
How did you get it so dome shaped?
Right. Well, I looked up a dome pattern online, and then I like cut out, and essentially it was 4 pieces. So they aligned, and then I had to seal the foam. If people have ever tried to just paint foam directly, it just absorbs it. So I sealed the foam and then used acrylic to paint it. And then I really like glitter. I think I put glitter on all my puppets. So you can see there's like some glitter on there too. And then so the headband on the inside, I made the headband a loop, right? That's like what this is.
Yeah,
And
and
then
that's hanging from string. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's hanging from string. And then I taped the hula grass and the Mardi Gras beads. I used the Mardi Gras beads to be more distinct, like arms. Like these are the creature's arms.
Sure.
And then the lid is what holds all the strings. And right now it's a little bit, a thing that was tricky was, like, I don't tie knots. Having skills tying knots would be helpful. But I don't really do that. So I have this little, I drilled holes in here, and then each of these is just a piece of cardboard from the box that Rob sent. And I can like adjust the length of a string by just pulling, and then that increases the tension. Right.
That's how the arm gets raised up. That's great.
Well, that's how I got everything to hang evenly, and then the arm I just have fishing wire.
I see.
Then
Nice.
I just do this.
You took full advantage of our rule that you can use as much glue or tape or string as you want.
Yeah.
It literally,
Yeah.
it looks
Look
like
great.
it came right out of a Pixar movie.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see that Pixar short right now.
That's a really good point. It looks like such a friendly, welcoming character. I want to put that character through such a friendly, welcoming test. So if you're watching right now, I want you to fill up the chat. Go down to the chat and fill up with some suggestions on why people might gather or an event that they might be celebrating. Because we're going to play a game called Family Dinner. So that's what you're going to host tonight, Alexis, is a little family dinner. I want to see you in your natural element, whether it be underwater or in your home or whatever. You're going to be welcoming a bunch of your friends, family, however you may know them, into your home for a family dinner. So I'm going to head over to the chat right now, and I'm going to see what suggestions we have on why people might celebrate or congregate, why people might get together. So let's see what we have in our chat. Nothing yet, but don't be afraid.
There's a little bit of a delay for us when the chat comes through, so.
There's nothing wrong with. Oh, here we go. Ooh, fish dinner. Yikes! That's a Pixar movie and a half. Was it? Fish are friends, not food.
That's good.
I heard the first one I saw is an outdoor concert.
Oh,
Who's that from? Who wrote that?
That one is from Jessica Preisendorfer. Thank you for that awesome suggestion. So that is the gathering you are hosting, an outdoor concert at your family dinner. That's what you're going to be discussing. So, without any further ado, Alexis, get ready to host your family dinner.
Oh, I hope that everyone shows up on time. I put so much effort into making all of these cheese balls for the concert. Oh, I'm so nervous.
Doggy paddle, doggy paddle, doggy paddle, doggy paddle, doggy paddle, doggy paddle.
Oh, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Oh, Stephen,
I learned how to breathe underwater.
Oh my, I know. Oh, that lovely mermaid passed on a skill to you so that you could come down and hang out with me under the ocean to hear this concert under the ocean.
I can't wait to hear fish. I hear they're awesome.
it's pretty salty down here.
Jellies only live in salt water. That's, me, Shelly the Jelly.
Shelly, I forgot to ask you, how much do we owe you for the concert tickets?
Oh, no, it's on me.
Really?
I don't expect anything at all in return. Other than I hope you just stay and enjoy the food that I have prepared for you, which is a bunch of prawns.
Oh, wow.
I've never had a prawn.
They look just like shrimps.
They look just like shrimps, and I've pre-digested them for you and put them into a prawn ball.
Oh,
Wow.
gee. Wow, pre-digested.
That sounds like a lot of work, Shelly. You really didn't have to go through all that trouble.
I haven't seen either of you in such a long time, and this is the first time that we've seen each other underwater, and I'm so, I don't know, maybe I didn't do a good job getting the house clean, or maybe the band isn't going to show up.
Shelly,
I don't know.
everything is
maybe
perfect.
Fish isn't going to show up. I don't know.
Shelly, everything is perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. I mean, I've never heard this band, but if they've got a saxophone...
there's no saxophone. It's underwater. The only thing that they can do is kind of like knock some seashells together. It's really, I mean, I don't know what I was thinking asking for an underwater concert. Oh my gosh, I'm such a fool. I'm such a fool. I'm such a fool.
Yeah. Awesome.
Joey is such a worrier. Wow.
Yeah, such a little worry wart. Hey guys, how were the pre-digested
Prawns.
balls?
Delicious. I hate chewing my food, so
So it cuts right to the chase.
That was really good. How was using your marionette? How'd you feel?
It was good. It's a little different setup than I'm used to. I have to obviously manipulate it from above instead of from below. That's a skill that I am getting used to, but it was pretty fun. I mean, it's pretty cool to see it just like it, I mean, it's just floating there. It's pretty, for me, that's like pretty fun.
And
that's awesome.
a lot of the puppeteers who do things for the camera, they'll have another monitor somewhere around so they could see the image on that's being displayed. How did you see the image? Because you were above it, right? Did you have another?
No, I mean, I didn't actually set up another monitor. I just could kind of peek and see what we were doing
so you
from
were
the corner.
puppeteering backwards and upside down as well?
Yeah, me.
That's very impressive.
And also, she kind of like spins a lot, so it's not. I can't always. Like if I want her to slow down, it's sort of hard. But
yeah, I think making the frame at the top, if it's bigger than the puppet is stationary, and if it's smaller than the puppet moves.
I kind of like that it looked, because jellyfish always kind of look like they're moving anyway.
Yeah, I thought so too. It was like the personality of the puppet was that it actually motivated my character to move also. You kind of defined the where, the
just
location
by like
that we were.
being there, it establishes an atmosphere, which is really cool.
This is all good information for the end of the show, which I haven't mentioned yet. Everyone who's watching, you're going to be watching also not only the reveals and how these puppets are made, but watch these improv scenes as well to see how the puppets are performed. You can also listen to how we all question and answer each other to help you in your decision. At the end of the night, we're going to be seeing all these puppets go through some tests. You get to choose on which puppet you thought was the best, which puppet you thought moved the best, looked the best, but also which puppeteer or builder utilized their objects the best within the constraints of the rules we were talking about. So sometimes every now and then we might call each other out on some rule infractions. So make sure you pay attention to those too and throw those into your judgments at the end. We're going to go through all this again later on, but this is good food for thought. If you do like being involved in the show, later on, we're also going to talk about our Puppet Audience Challenge. That's where we challenge you kind of the same way we all challenge each other. We're going to throw some rules up here, and we're going to see how well you do at what we do. It's going to be fun. All right. So let's move on to our next person. I think Rob, you got
Actually, Joe, might we see some of the pictures of the previous puppet challenges from before?
Oh, yeah. That's a really good idea. I think we have a couple. We have our Dave in the background. Yeah.
What?
These are some from our previous runs. This is Sir Plate the Great. Yeah, I forgot about this one. Oh, yeah, this is Desmond's puppet with his puppet, Desmond's puppet. Really great. Little blue nose. Oh, we all remember Priscilla T. Puppetworth. Yeah. This is a utilization of trash and color. Good job. All really beautiful puppets, and you can check it out. A lot of these people use the hashtag TP Challenge on Instagram, and they uploaded their pictures, or they sent them over to info@cszphilly.com. All stuff you can do if you have some puppets you want to share. All right, Rob.
Yes.
Because you got a box from Emily, correct?
I did indeed.
All right. Were you excited?
I was. I received it, I guess, last Sunday. And thankfully, since I'm a recent graduate, I have nothing to do. So I had a lot of fun getting to work with it.
Awesome. Well, let's see your unboxing video.
Great. Hi, I'm Rob. I'm really excited to be a part of Trash Puppets this month. I just received my box today, and I'm excited to find out what's going to be inside. I got mine from Emily. It's right here. It is clearly a square, so let's see what's inside. Okay. Oh my. All right. So I've got a. Let's get rid of the box there. I've got a 3-ring binder with Trash Puppets School Edition. There's a lovely little note, and apparently these are all the things that people were trashing from the faculty room at a school. Let's see what we've got. A broken 3-ring binder. We have a lovely little Christmas tie that my little co-star there might want to wear around her neck at some point. I have a black plastic divider of some kind. I have an empty container of medium binder clips and a lot of hello, my name is stickers. Great. And then we have that. That's interesting. Great. Cool. So that's it. And looking forward to seeing everybody on the 11th.
Great. We traded Party City for Stables.
We did.
Yeah.
A lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
That was the most efficient box opening we've seen on Trash Puppets thus far.
Everything came out all at once.
Right.
I thought
It was really well put together inside the box.
It was good.
that was great.
How much did that cost you to mail that all the way to Connecticut?
It cost me a lot of money because I did it at the last minute and I had to execute it.
Oh, no.
I mean, you saw what it looks like in our faculty room. It's very frantic. So.
Right.
I was like, we'll cover the cost. And then you said that. I was like, never mind. Emily, how did you, or Rob, how did you feel getting all unboxing as you were going?
I mean, it was really great after 3 years of kind of working in the established trends and trying to experiment to really force that knowledge into a different world and to use materials that I wasn't accustomed to. That said, it was certainly a challenge, but I think I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. All right, Rob, let's get your drum roll going and let's see what you came up with. Let's see your big reveal of your trash puppet.
All right, is there a drum roll?
Oh!
Oh, cool.
Yo!
Yo.
Yeah!
Oh, wow.
Did the eyes change color? Are they?
They were transparent plastic that I painted red on the back.
Yeah.
So as the light hits it, it catches different angles.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
And I love the jutting out jaw at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the binder clip box, which I left the back open so I could show my work. So you can see that was the two sides of that were the binder clip container, and the mouth plate is made from the black divider. I actually listened because I'm a fan of the show as well as a guest. I heard Dave talk about one of his techniques previously was to take everything apart. So I tore apart the binder, soaked the cardboard with water so I could form it into the shape that I wanted.
Wow.
That's so smart.
Yeah, I was completely confused when you first showed that of where the shape came from. So
Yeah.
That's awesome.
There's a technique that's taught at UConn of paper sculpture that teaches you how to maximize your cuts and then get the shape that you want out of a flat surface. It was just about making it pliable, so soaking it with water, letting it dry in the shape that you wanted, and then cutting up the binder's plastic layers to create the folds of the mummy.
To get the shape you wanted, you took the wet cardboard and you put it over like a bowl or a vase or something and kind of like almost molded that?
The head I wrapped around
a mummy. I want to hear that you wrapped it around an actual mummy.
The Tutankhamun exhibit is up in New Haven, so I just
cool.
lifted that. But yeah, it was wet forming around a circular. Well, for this one, it was more about paper sculpture. I made cuts in the flat to create what I wanted, and then taped it into the shape that I wanted until it dried.
That's incredible.
And then this was around a Folgers coffee can. And worked
does
out.
he have a name?
He does. This is Mumford Mumford Meep. Or you can call him Mum Me if you want.
I like them both. He seems like he's, old, so he probably has tons of knowledge. Right?
Yeah, I think so, probably.
Probably good at answering advice. So if you're watching right now as a spectator, I want you to go over to that chat and start filling up that chat again with questions of advice. Any kind of advice you might need. It could be on school. It could be on work if you have a job. It could be on how your car runs. It could even be, what level card do I play in Magic next? Who knows? It could be anything. How do I beat the Boston Red Sox? I don't know sports, but maybe that's the thing. We're going to play the game called Talk Radio. And in this game, Mumford Meep, you're going to have your own radio show a la Fraser Crane. Right? So you're going to be able to answer all of the questions that we're going to be fielding from our chat. And then you're also going to have a co-host to kind of help you out along the way and introduce all of our wonderful questions. Sounds good?
Sounds great.
Awesome. All right. We have all of our questions filling the chat right now. Keep them coming as the game is going. And let's see Talk Radio.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry.
That's all right, Mumford. We're going to go live in about a minute or so. It looks like we got a lot of calls lining up on the bank already.
All right. I'm looking forward to yet another day of providing excellent advice with you, Jerry.
Well, I appreciate that, Mr. Mumford. Thank you so much. And all right, so here we go. We're going live. We're going live. Welcome to the Mumford Meep Show. You're our first caller. Go ahead.
Hi. So I'm a new teacher, and I was wondering, how do I stop getting dizzy in my swivel chair?
Well, that has tortured the greatest thinkers over the ages. That has made everyone I have known to own a device that swivels to regurgitate. But the key to maintaining your center of balance, your ability to stay focused, is to plant your feet and rub your toes around. It really just centers you, Take a few deep breaths, look at a fixed point, curl your toes, and you will be fine.
Okay. Thank you, caller. We'll go to the next caller here on the Mumford Meep Show.
Oh my gosh, I got a big problem.
Oh my gosh, I've got a big solution.
Okay, someone took all my treasures. They broke into my house and they took all my treasures. How do I get my treasures back? How do I get revenge on these people? I just need some advice.
Okay, all right. Your treasures have been stolen. Have you, by chance, placed a curse on the items within your home?
That's the default thing. I read your book. I placed a curse on all the items.
So much. Curse of the Mummies podcast. Yes, I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
Okay, but so now what?
Well, if you did place a curse, you just need to enact the curse on those objects, and they will return to you.
Is that in like book 2 or what?
Yes, that's in the Mail Away series. If you're not a premium subscriber to the Mumford Meep experience, you might not have access to that. So, here's what I'll say. Your treasures are merely worldly possessions. The real treasure is inside you.
All right, thanks, Mumford. That's a good one. All right, next caller coming on up on the Mumford Meep Show, and you're live.
Hi. I work with someone who's so special.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, how do I woo a lady?
Oh, lady wooing. Now, what would you say to this? A nice picnic basket? A blanket? A series of rubies cursed by ancient demons?
Oh, will it turn us into weird monsters? That sounds awesome.
No! It will just make your tax filings far more difficult every year. That's the kind of jewelry we can prevent you from buying at the Mumford Meep experience. If you go to www.mumfordmeep.com, you'll be able to find all sorts of different jewels that you can provide to the one you're trying to woo.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now. Thanks, Mumford.
You're very welcome.
I think we might have time for another caller. Yeah, okay, here's the next caller.
Do you think it's okay to eat aluminum foil?
Aluminum foil? Just the thought of it is turning where my ears used to be bloody. I mean, yes, whatever floats your boat. I don't want to yuck your yum, you know?
Great delivery of a line, Kelsey.
I mean, the question was just so good. Hold on, I'm gonna find out who.
Yeah, who asked that? That's wonderful.
And that's the wrap. Okay.
Laney Hecht.
Thank you, Laney.
Your name
Yeah, I
wrong.
also saw that Fiona Gribb asked, "How do I change a bad haircut?" And I think I'm probably the best person to tell you. You just own it. Get a bright shirt and a cool pair of glasses, and people won't even look at your hair.
Well, yeah, I don't really have that problem, so.
That's what he wrapped the mummy around.
Are you Mumford before you became a mummy?
I'm a bit of a before picture, yes.
I'll tell you that puppet has such great character. Just
Thanks,
burst
man.
right in. It's really great, right down to the green teeth. I mean, everything was really fun to watch. How was it operating it?
Other than the fact that the second arm broke the second I started.
Oh no!
Because they're both. I did make the rods out of the cardboard from the folder, but that one broke immediately. So he became a very singular pointer. But other than that, he worked pretty well. I was pretty happy.
It kind of makes sense that the mummy's like falling apart.
Yeah, we can just competition.
Rob, I have a question. Yesterday, okay, to the audience, we did a tech rehearsal yesterday. We did not see Rob's puppet.
I've never seen you before.
Yeah. But Rob, you said that there was something that you couldn't solve with your puppet yesterday.
Oh, you did say that.
Yes. My first impulse was to use the metal binder down the center to create a butterfly or an insect or something. And I lost like 6 hours just playing with that thing. And the only thing on here that came from that metal binder are the fingertips. Those are snapped off of the 3-ring binder on the fingers. I don't know if you can see it that well.
Right, yeah.
But that's literally it. I couldn't get it to bend accurately enough to what I wanted to do. I didn't have access to a full shop or anything, so I do feel a little bad that I wasn't able to use that metal spine. But aside from that, everything else really came together pretty well, I thought.
Yeah, it looked great.
There's not a rule that you have to use everything.
That's true.
Oh, I know there's no rule, but you it's a challenge. You want to take up the challenge, just like the audience challenge. You want people to go out and find their thing. So I this was going to be a butterfly, and then That went out the window pretty quickly.
Well, you succeeded. I think it looks great. Good job.
Awesome. Thanks. Thank you.
All right, Emily, everything's coming back to you. You sent that to Rob, and now you got a box all the way from the beginning from Alexis, right?
Yep. She mailed it to me in the last round, but it didn't get to me until like midway through. So it's actually been sitting for months, and it was.
Oh, so this is a box from the last time we did it, but you never opened it.
It's from January.
That's interesting. So Alexis, do you even remember what's in it?
I remember one thing.
A gallon of milk.
A puppy.
Yeah.
An open tuna fish. All right, so let's see this because I can tell not only are we excited, Alexis, you're excited too.
Yeah.
Let's see this video.
This is Emily from Trash Puppets. This week I'm very excited because I have a box from Alexis that was supposed to be there for the last Trash Puppets round, but there were mail delays. So I've been sitting and looking at this box now for months and I can't wait to open it. I just picked it up. It sounds amazing. I'm excited. Great. All right, we've got corrugated, like, noisy paper. Oh, a calendar. Oh, and it's all taped together. So this is actually like a lot. Probably 12 of these. A glove of some kind for like biking or something. Cool. Allergy relief. And like a ton of these airplane paper clips. These are amazing. I actually love them and wish that they weren't trash, but those are the breaks. Anyway, it's like a bunch of these. Thank you, Alexis. This looks like an awesome box.
Wow. So not only are you ready to build a puppet, but you can do some heavy machinery work too. That's great. Alexis,
We should probably make a comment about being careful about opening up boxes.
I know.
What was that?
Terrifying. It was like a huge like saw for like branches or something, but it was commenting on the long-standing tradition of us just being terrible at opening boxes.
Always have an adult open a box for you in a safe manner.
That's right. I think a good rule of thumb is don't use anything to open a box that you've seen in a horror film.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Alexis. What is that glove?
You know, I bought like an exercise mat, like a mat that you can do workouts on, and it came with, I think those are like lifting gloves, like for lifting weights or something.
Yeah, for getting swole.
Yeah, for getting swole. But I'm already swole, so I don't need that. So
That's great. How'd you feel opening up the box and seeing all your stuff, Emily?
Oh my gosh, I was so excited at the noise of it alone. And then like when I saw all of the paper clips at the bottom, I was like, this is gonna be awesome.
Cool. I can't wait. All right. Let's see it. Let's see your big puppet reveal.
All right.
Can you please ask the roll again?
Oh, that's so fun.
Look at his big teeth.
He's got braces.
Yeah, she has braces. So, so this is Brenda. And she, I just love I don't know, like the detail. These like airplane paper clips were just so good. And I thought about like really like pulling them apart and like doing something like crazy with metal, whatever. But at the end, I just chose to keep it simple and just really showcase these airplane paper clips.
They're perfect braces. The amount of space they take up is great.
Airplane paper clips. I thought that was just like the style of paper clip. Like, I didn't know they were shaped like airplanes. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
How does it articulate?
So I was gonna like build it out and whatever, but I just like the braces so much. So it's the glove, but I like cut off some of the like bottom parts and the strap part and covered all of the like hardcore grippy stuff. And covered the like, because they were like fingerless gloves, so made it more like a face.
Cover it.
Yeah, these are the calendar pieces. This was the bottle cap, and this was the bottom of the calendar, and they were like exactly the same size, which was weird. So and then I tried to create some like movement with the eyes.
Yeah, it's like Cookie Monster's eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or gritty.
Yeah, or gritty.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. I really like that.
Oh, she's cute.
So yeah, this seems like she's not only well traveled but has a good basis of friends. So I'm going to challenge you next. You and your puppet. What is your puppet's name, by the way?
It's Brenda with a question mark.
Brenda.
Yeah.
If you're watching right now, head over the chat and start filling that chat up again. Why might people travel? What is a reason that friends or family or people who are together, why might they travel? Start filling that up with some suggestions. Maybe they'll travel because of a honeymoon. Maybe they'll travel because they just want to get out of the house. Whatever it is, fill up the chat with why some people might travel, because you're going to be playing the game of Slideshow. All right, so in this game, we've had Dave Dritzis, who is our man with the plan behind.
There he is.
Hey.
Wow!
Awesome.
I didn't know you could do that.
That was a surprise. We didn't know that was happening.
That is Dave
Don't
Dritzis.
say his name again. If it invokes it, it brings him back bigger.
Beep, beep. How do you get rid of? There he goes. All right.
I'll just switch the letters around and I'll call him Dave Dritzis. And, he's went back and he collected a whole bunch of images and slides that you guys have never seen before. And he's going to play them all for you right now. And then you guys are going to pretend that this is your amazing picture slideshow from your travels. All right. And then we're going to head over to the chat right now and see why you might travel. Yep. I'm going to take Guy Incognitos. I see a lot of really good ones up here, but the first one that caught my eye is that you're traveling because of a gymnastics competition. Brenda looks like she's really good at gymnastics. So that is why you're traveling. So without any further hesitation, let's see Slideshow.
Hi, welcome to my slideshow.
I'm coming.
Come on. We're teammates and we went on the Great American Tour of the gymnastics competition.
Oh yeah, we were the best high school team there.
We were also the tallest. So we're going to show you some pictures from the gymnastics competition where we won 7th place. Pretty good. Oh, this is in the beginning. We always do like a chant, and it was like 1, 2, 3, jungle gym. So
you can see we're all really happy and excited. That was before Lacey threw up and Jillian sprained her finger.
There she is, holding up her 7th place trophies. This was a little bit later. She was so excited, and the trophies are shaped like scrolls because you can just unroll them and they talk about what a good gymnast you are.
This was the first time our team placed above the double-digit numbers.
Yeah.
That was a competition.
Oh, they're from Winslow High School. Ugh, gross. It's like, you guys are clearly juicing. In your pictures, you're clearly juicing. That's cheating. But they won 2nd place because the judges didn't really have a lot of standards.
Yeah.
Afterwards, our coach took us to McDonald's.
That was our big dinner after placing 7th.
We each got 7 Happy Meals.
Yeah. They thought we were funny. At the McDonald's, the workers.
They were like, "Where's your car?" And we were like, "Good joke. We always travel like this." Next slide.
Oh. This was me in the hotel room after eating all of the 7 Happy Meals.
As gymnasts, we actually haven't eaten for 10 years, so eating 7 burgers apiece was probably not the best idea. We did it anyway. Next slide.
Ooh, this is the team that won first place. They didn't use steroids, they used witchcraft.
Yeah, they conjured a potion, and then they all drank it, and then they all did a ton of backflips that were perfect.
Yeah, we offered it to our coach, but he said no.
He was like, "I don't like the dark arts, blah, blah, blah."
Witchcraft is awesome.
Okay, back to witchcraft and the dark arts. Fiona Gribb once again said accepted to Hogwarts, so we got a little bit of that in there.
Threw that in for you, Fiona.
Oh, that was really good. How did it feel using Brenda?
Brenda, she's really easy because I just use that like great glove as a base, so like she's pretty simple to manipulate, so that she's really fun to use.
Oh.
The more the game, like as the game went on, the more and more I could see Brenda being on the high school gymnastics team that places 7th in a competition, and it just got even better as that image progressed.
We were great teammates.
How did it feel on your hand? I mean, that's all it was, right? It was just pretty much just your hand.
Yeah, pretty much, but I like sealed off a lot of it, so it's like my hand, but like pretending to be a lot smaller. So I'm really sweaty, yeah.
That was great. We saw 3 really good puppets. So that means all you guys who are watching, everybody who's in the spectating room right now, you're going to be watching. You're going to thinking about all these games that we played, all these critiques, and you're going to think about who utilized everything well. But before we go on to voting, I want to see each one of these puppets head to head, all together, everybody on screen at once, so we can get a fair judgment, even playing field. So let's get Alexis, Emily, and Rob. All of you are going to be playing Dating Game. So in the chat, once again, you guys are going to be lighting up the chat, filling up the chat with just questions that you might ask someone if you were interested in going on a date with them. If you were interested in going out with them, just maybe even just spending the day with somebody, just to get to know somebody. What questions would you ask them? So start filling up the chat with that kind of stuff. Without any further ado, again, let's watch the dating game.
Oh boy! Finally on the dating game, they finally accepted my my submittal to be accepted, and look at this. I have 3 awesome dates. 1, 2.
So sorry.
There we go.
So sorry.
And 3. Well, so hello everybody. Hi, my name's Dave, and I'm looking for somebody to date. And so before I ask you any questions, how about you just introduce yourselves, and we'll go right down the line. Go ahead. Date number 1.
Hi, I'm Shelly the Jelly, but don't worry, I don't get jealous.
Oh, hi, Shelly. Thanks for being here. And date number 2.
Hello, I am Mumford, but you may call me Mom.
Well, hello, Mom. I'm glad you're here. And finally, date number 3.
I'm Brenda?
Are you sure?
No.
Okay. Well, that's okay. This is all about asking questions. So, okay. Well, I'll start things off. I'll start with you, Shelly. So, how about this? I'll just start off with an easy one. What is your zodiac sign?
What is my zodiac sign? It's actually a goat.
A goat.
Underwater we have different zodiac signs, and basically they're all barn animals, and mine's a goat. And it's pretty unusual because down under the water there aren't goats, so it's kind of like I was meant to be on the land.
Okay. Well, that's where I hang out. And so, Mumford, same question to you. What is your zodiac sign?
I rise in honor of Ra and capital. So I like to think of myself as more of a Aquarius rising with the sun, because Ra being a sun god and all,
Okay. Wow, that's pretty complex. I'll move on to Brenda. And let me ask you this question. What is your favorite Mario game?
Oh, my favorite Mario game is the one where I sit in back of Mario Lisiani in math class and I throw things at his head, and then when he turns around, I pretend that I didn't.
That's really specific and in a completely video genre that I'm not familiar with.
Oh,
Wow.
it's real life a Mario game.
All right. And okay, let's go back to Shelly. Shelly, what do you eat for breakfast? And in fact, not only what do you eat, but why?
Okay, I really want to answer that question, but there is like a strong current coming. And I'm really trying to stay right here, but it's like it's really hard. I don't know if you know, but I don't have bones, and it's just kind of it's like oh my gosh, okay, oh my gosh,
Okay, I'll move on to Mumford. Mumford, how about you?
Sorry, I'm not in
Mumford,
the middle of an incantation, moving things around here. No, not at all. Whoosh. Sorry, for breakfast, I do a nice protein shake and a lot of wraps. I'm really into wraps.
Of course you are. That makes a lot of sense. Let's see here. Brenda, I guess this is a good question for you. What size shoe do you wear?
Anxiety.
Oh, I wear a 6.5 shoe. Unless I'm really nervous, then I wear a 7.5.
And
I love all of them so much. I want all of them to win.
We're going also through so much physical turmoil that whole time.
Oh,
I loved when Shelly started floating away.
she's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Good puns in there, Rob. That was good.
Couple.
So we saw all you guys, same questions, same everything. Everybody was asked and on this level playing field. So now, not only do we have the critiques from before, but we also have all this new stuff. Think of all of this new stuff, everybody who's watching right now, because you're going to be able to vote on who you thought was the best puppet. And just for a refresher, I'm going to let you know, it's Shelly the Jelly. Say hi, Shelly the Jelly. Yeah, that's that one. We have Mumford Meep.
That's mumfordmeep.com. 2 E's, 1 P.
And then we have Brenda. They're the ones you're going to be choosing from. So again, head on over to the chat and start filling out that chat with everyone who you thought was the best. Now, if you have more than one person in your room watching, so let's say you have 10 people behind your screen right now, every one of those people has a vote. So you can vote individually for anybody you'd like. Kelsey is going to be writing all of these down as they're filling it up, and then we're going to find out who the winner is. So I'm not going to take up any more of your precious screen time. So each one of you, why don't you tell everyone who's watching why you think you should win?
Hi. Okay. Well, I'm Shelly the Jelly, and I think that you should vote for Shelly the Jelly because I overcame all of my fears of being on TV, and I showed up here underwater. I think I'm even the first underwater puppet to ever be on this show, and you should vote for me because it was so brave of me to do that, even in all this bad water that's taking me everywhere. Oh my gosh!
Well, she seems anxious. Unk, because mummy. Just had one more pun to work in there, but you should vote for me, Mumford Meep, because I will not curse you if you don't.
seventh place earlier this month, so even if I win third place this time, I am moving up. Vote for me, or don't, because anyway, I win.
Okay, well, obviously vote for me because I am the most beautiful puppet.
Actually, you should vote for me because I only have 3 green teeth. These 3 green teeth are all I have left. If I need to go to a dentist again,
Mumford is so
I
ugly.
am
Don't
going to
vote for Mumford.
scream.
Okay, everybody fight nice. Everybody fight nice. Okay, you all had your chance there. Especially, I liked how Shelley turned into John Travolta at the end. Oh my God! Oh my God! I'm floating away. That was all really good things. So you saw not only the final product, but we got to talk a little bit about how we made all these puppets. It was a lot of fun, and believe me, because you're going to get a chance to do it. I want to give you a little bit more information on the puppet challenge that we kind of like to throw your way. I'm going to show you a slide here. And this is going to have all the things that you need to know on how to complete this puppet challenge. You're going to walk around your house and you're going to include all these things inside, your own little box. You have to walk around and find one food container. Okay, it could be anything, a takeout container, a wrapper, a bag, anything like that you can use. It has to be a nature item. Okay, so a stick, a leaf, maybe a shell if you've gone to the beach, and in addition to a string, any kind of string. It can be made out of anything. You can take it out of your hoodie, or you can take it out of your fishing pole. Whatever you need, you can use that. And that's all the elements of the puppet challenge. Now, once your puppet is completed, you can head on over to Instagram, upload your photo, and use the hashtag TP Challenge, and that'll put it up with all of our other ones we have on Instagram. Or you can send it over to our email address, which is info@cszphilly.com, and we'll be able to do that.
I am a result of TP Challenge.
I guess we just
and the address is info@comedysportsphilly.com.
Did I say that one correctly at least?
No.
Nope. It's right though. It was all on the screen for the audience to see.
Okay, good. I guess that's what happens when you write shorthand. You also speak shorthand.
Right. They just have to get us those photos by next Thursday.
Yeah.
Next Thursday, and then they could be in the Friday show.
Yeah. So rewatch this video and watch the part where that comes up correctly on screen. Don't listen to what I was saying. And then that's it. That's all you get. You get those items, and you get to make your puppet, and then upload those photos, send them to us, and we'll display them during our show. And it'll be a lot of fun. Speaking of fun, if you've had a good time, as most of you may know, we've been streaming our shows online since last April. And we've really been thrilled and very thankful that you've been wanting to spend that time with us, that you were able to laugh with us, connect with us over this whole new medium. And if you did have fun tonight, and you've ever had fun with us in the past, please consider making a gift of donation. You can do that through Venmo, which is @CSZPhilly, or a button's going to come up with our PayPal. You can also do that. Either one of those options is great. These donations are going to go straight towards our rent, but it's also going to go towards renovations to make sure that we can reopen safely in September. So we can do this all in person again and make sure everything is safe. And again, we're so thankful that everyone is able to join us and come out and have a good time, not only tonight, but through this past year. So thank you very much. Every little bit helps. So thank you.
Looks like we lost Emily for a second, but that's why Joe is cut off a little bit. Joe, just sit up in your chair. There you go.
If you guys, I think Kelsey's had a really good. You've had a pretty easy time with counting up all these wonderful things, right, Kelsey?
Oh yeah, y'all made sure to make them as even as possible. All these votes is very close.
Oh, good. I feel really good. Hey, I didn't want to do anything without Emily here. Hi, Emily.
Great. Okay, Joe. So maybe Dave, can you bring us back to the large screen with everybody?
Oh yeah. There we go.
There we go.
We have everybody now. Cool. I don't want to give away anything without it. Emily being here. So let's see.
So yes, it was very close. The votes were coming in. Everyone loved all of the puppets, but at the last minute, we got one final vote in for Shelly the Jelly, who was the winner.
That was good.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations, Shelly.
Oh yeah, I mean this was such a big day for her. She has a lot of nerves to overcome. So.
Ah, that's so great. Thank you guys so much, all of you guys. Rob, thank you for coming by and sharing with us all of your talents. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you had a good time tonight, we have 2 more shows on the next 2 Fridays, same time, 8 o'clock. And then tomorrow night, if you enjoy comedy sports, if you enjoy improv, it's our final online show tomorrow at 7:30. So be sure to check all these wonderful options for some good comedy and some good fun. In the meantime, thank you so much for coming by.
Bye.
Congratulations, guys.